When the Genesis first came out, I went to my friend's house to play it, and this was one of the first games we played. That was the day I realized how big a leap 16 bits was. The games I played that day looked and sounded fantastic. We were shocked by all the voice samples in the games, including those in Thunder Force 2. However, we did have trouble understanding what was being said sometimes. There's one very garbled sentence at the beginning of Thunder Force 2, which you'll hear in a minute. That sentence became a running joke between me and my friend that still goes on to this day. I liked the game a lot back then, but what do I think of it today? Here's the answer as I give you the review and rating of Thunder Force 2 on the Genesis. So what the game is actually trying to say is, this is Exceliza, Roger, good luck. Exceliza is the name of the ship. The game starts off as an overhead shooter in the style of the classic arcade game Time Pilot. The goal of this stage, and the others like it, is to destroy all the ground bases. There are 8 different weapons to gather, which is quite a lot compared to other shooters. You can toggle between them, but you lose all but 2 if you die. Once the stage is cleared, the game switches to a traditional side-scroller. There are once again 8 weapons to choose from, but 4 of them are different from the overhead stages. A boss battle happens, and then it switches back to an overhead view. The game continues to alternate stage types for the entire game. So where is Thunder Force 1? Most of the world never saw it because it was contained only to Japanese computers. Thunder Force 2 also originated on Japanese computers. But after that, the game came over to consoles. We ended up seeing Thunder Force 3, 4, 5, and 6, the last of which was on the PS2. People who bought Thunder Force 2 in the US probably noticed the inconsistent artwork. The manual and cartridge show a white ship with a blue window flying over what looks like an organism. It's a little cartoonish. The box art shows a more westernized, realistic artwork with a dark-colored ship with a clear window flying over a desert landscape. If you bought the Japanese Mega Drive version, which came out before the American version, you only got the cartoonish artwork. If you bought the European Mega Drive version, you only got the Western artwork on all 3 items. So apparently for its American release, someone decided to change the artwork, but it never fully got rolled out before launch. Back to the game, I still enjoy playing it today. It's got good gameplay, and I enjoy the pace of it. Everything moves fast, and the music is fast as well. It's as if you're being pushed through the dangerous environments. I like the 2 different stage types. It gives it more variety. Weapon variety is immense. In fact, it's almost too much to select from. Enemy variety is large as well, with new things popping up all the time, including bosses and mid-bosses that all feel different from one another. Overall, they put a lot of work into this game, and it pushed the limits of what was possible at the time. But it's not perfect. I mentioned the game runs fast, but I found that the ship itself moves too fast in response to your controller inputs. And there's no way to turn that speed down. This makes it difficult to navigate through tight quarters. I had to resort to lightly tapping the D-pad in one direction or another just to keep things under control. The overhead stage speed is not an issue until you reach stage 5, where you have to navigate inside a cavern. This is where the game starts to get annoying, as the walls become the central enemy. I did not like the fact that when you shoot a shootable wall, it regenerates if it goes off the screen. Challenge-wise, I was able to make it through the first 7 stages just fine on the default difficulty. Stage 8 is where I met my demise. This stage was scary, and I wasn't able to complete it. I am able to beat about 80% of the games I review, but this isn't one of them. By the way, be careful when you continue. You have to hit the A button. If you hit any other button, you're screwed. Despite my grievances, I recommend Thunder Force 2 to all retro gamers. It has its own little charm, and it's mostly fun to play. This rating is a measurement of how fun it is to play this game today, compared to all other games. Basically, this game is more fun than most games out there. See the description for more details.